Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. This is my final day to post for the hashtag Till Death Do Us Craft for October 2021. At least this is my last of my assigned weekdays. I will be posting again on Halloween Day, as everybody on my crafty crew will be. And I also want to mention that this is one of my last cards for my Halloween card series of 2021, and this has been a busy month, a super busy Halloween month. This is the card we're going to be making today. It's not like overtly Halloween, but who else finds ravens creepy? And who else feels like ravens are a Halloween icon? Yeah, well, I do. So let me know your thoughts on that downstairs. But let me tell you about the card. So the black and the pink piece is a pull from my gel plate. Before I knew what I was doing, I had no clue. It's black, of course, and pink, of course, and there's also some silver, but it doesn't really pick up on the camera. But I just thought that it was dark and gloomy and it would be the perfect backdrop, and then I wanted some texture. So using this stencil from Carbella and that clear gesso just to give it some texture. Using my Arteza watercolor pad and this beautiful raven stamp from Technique Junkies. I'm not sure if he's still available or not. If he is, I will link and list him downstairs. But if he's not, then I'll find something comparable and try to make sure that I at least give you guys some options. So again, I'm using my Arteza watercolor paper. I'm using my Arteza paint palette there. And I started out slow just so you could see like the pace that I paint. And then I've sped it up quite a bit here. But I think that just painting the background around him makes him pop so beautifully, and just having the background painted could have been a beautiful card. I mean, just look at that for a second. Isn't that pretty? Not because I did anything great, but because it's a beautiful image and because those colors just make that black and white image pop. So with all of that being said, let me say in advance that my camera did stop recording towards the end, so I don't show you the process where I assembled the whole card, but I'll talk us through it a little bit. But yeah, so I'm painting this entire little panel, but I'm not going to be using all of it. I'm just not sure where the dies that I'm going to use are going to extend. So I just paint in as much of it as I can, keeping in mind the colors that are on that background, right? So we know there's black, we know there's pink, and that's silver, but you're not really seeing the silver. So the colors that I'm adding to this, the greens, the purple, the yellow, even some of the brown that's in the rock that he's standing on, I want to add those colors into the panel so that it all marries together. And you can see that my painting wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't, you know, even in the lines. There were many times where I put too much down, so I sprayed it with water, dabbed it up with the baby wipe. It's just loosey-goosey, down and dirty painting. And for this card, I think it works very well. So here's where I come in with my background. The gesso is dry and I'm using my mica stains. And I've got the green one, I can't remember, it's from the from the Christmas collection. And then I've got the candle, I don't remember the names, but I'll have them downstairs if I can find something similar, right? Because those were limited quantities, limited time, and they're probably all sold out unless they're in your local store. So anyway, I did the yellow, I did the green to pull from the raven panel, and then I dried them. You didn't see me, but I had my heat tool out and I dried them because I wanted to layer, not to blend. And here I am with my heat tool one more time because I want to make sure that all of that ink, because it tends to stay tacky, I want it all dry and I don't want it to blend anymore. It's hard for me to have a soft hand. I tend to be a more is more kind of girl, and so I wanted to put all the color down, but I restrained myself. So here I have my panel, I have my raven, and I have these beautiful dies from Whimsy, and this is where I lost the rest of my footage. So I die cut all the little pieces. You can see the layers I've die cut, and on the raven I just did some partial die cutting, and then I fussy cut around him, and I think that's a really cool effect. Layered it all up with some tape and some wet glue, and I added some of the Tim Holtz clippings. It says a wicked thing, I believe it says a wicked thing, it has come to dwell among us. And And then I added some sparkle blends, as you could see, and that is my card. Short and sweet today, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, all the things. Make sure you use that hashtag and hop along and see all the Halloween inspiration, actually for the last 2 years. And stay tuned for Halloween Day because there will be 7 projects coming at you. Guys, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. You know I appreciate you. Mwah. I'm out.